Hi everyone, welcome to our department, the Department of Life and Physical Sciences. So I'm the acting head of department, Dr. Kim McFadden. So what I'm going to do with you today is bring you through our department, all the programs that we offer, and how you will study these programs when you come to us at LYT. So, as I said, LYT we are part of, and we are very, very big, evolving part of LYT. And the name of our department is Life and Physical Sciences. So just to give you an idea of how big we are, there's 12 CAO programs offered in our department. These are at level 6, level 7, and indeed at level 8. We also have over 600 students at the minute in our department. It's quite a big department within LYIT. For that, then, we need lots and lots of lecturing staff, and we have technical staff, and we have administration staff, and they make up about 50 altogether. Not only do we offer level 6, level 7, and level 8, we also have postgraduate students in our department. So these students have studied with us up to level 8, and then they have went on then and now are doing either their masters or indeed their PhDs. So it's quite a big community within LYIT. So some of the programs we offer at level 6, we have the higher cert in pharmacy technician, the higher cert in dental nursing, and then we have our 3 higher certs in health sciences with the different options, be it physiotherapy, occupational therapy, and dietetic studies. So the first one there you see on the screen is the pharmacy technician program. So this enables the graduate then to go off and to work either in a community pharmacy or indeed a hospital pharmacy. Now we do have a formal agreement in place with University of Ulster Coleraine, where graduates of this higher certificate in pharmacy technician program can go on and get into year 1 of the MPharm degree up in Coleraine. And that is a very, very popular option with some of our students. And a lot of students come to us that didn't originally get the big, big high points that is required for the traditional university program. Our next higher cert then is in dental nursing. So this is really, really focused on going out into a dental practice. And with us in this, it's just 2 years. All these level 6 programs are just 2 years. So in this 2-year program, there's a lot of emphasis on placements. So that's where you get hands-on learning in the environment that you're going to work in. Now, the next 3 options, the physiotherapy, the occupational therapy, and the dietetic studies, they're quite new to our department. And we have a formal agreement in place with Coventry University over in the UK. And what that means is you come to us for 2 years and do these programs. And then you can go off to Coventry University. And again, a bit like the pharmacy route, these programs traditionally require big, big CA points when it comes to leaving cert, and if you were to go down the traditional university route. So it's a good alternative if a student doesn't achieve those big points. Now, at level 7, we also offer a lot of programs. Our first one there you'll see is agriculture. Agriculture is very, very popular. And I suppose that's with reference to our rural environment here in Donegal. In this, there is also placement involved in year 2. So that's a 3-month placement in year 2 where you can go off and gain hands-on experience in the world in which you want to work in. Our next program then is the BSc in Bioscience. So the Bioscience, as the title would suggest, is very biology related. A lot of our students have done Leaving Cert Biology, and this is an attractive program to them. In this program, you will learn all about DNA and genetics and biopharmaceuticals, and there's also a lot of ecosystems and ecology and environmental studies. So there's a good flavour and balance of them all. The next one then is the Food Science and Nutrition Programme. In this programme, you'll learn all about how to develop a food product and the science behind food chemistry and why do they put preservatives into food and what kind of preservatives and what effect would that preservative have on the overall texture and flavour of that food product. You learn a lot about the meat industry, the dairy industry, and even the alcohol industry too. Students of this programme have went on to work at Kerry Foods, meat production plants, and so on and so forth. So it's a very popular course as well. The BSc then in Pharmaceutical and Medicinal Science, this programme here is designed to prepare students to work in the pharmaceutical industry. Now, the pharmaceutical industry is a booming industry here in Ireland. There's loads of hubs around Ireland, and all our graduates get jobs straight away after completing this course. In this programme, what the students do is they spend a lot of time in the lab. And that's essentially what the pharmaceutical industry is based on. Spend your time in the lab. So in this programme, in the lab, you start learning how to produce pharmaceutical compounds. We also will look at the quality of the pharmaceutical compound that is produced. How good is it? Additionally, we'll also look at the areas around it, around the pharmaceutical, such as stability studies, formulation design. And then our last programme here on this slide is the BSc in Veterinary Nursing. Veterinary nursing has been extremely popular over this last few years since it started. Places are limited to 32. And that then will drive, as a result, will drive up the points. So the points in this here particular programme is very high compared to the other ones. In the veterinary nursing programme, a lot of the time is spent on placement. So you have placement every year. Okay, and again, you'll be rotated around different veterinary practices to get your hands-on experience and with animals, and indeed to learn how to communicate with the public. Also, when you're not on practice, there's a lot of laboratory work in there. We have 2 dedicated laboratories for our veterinary nursing programme in our department. And additionally, there's loads of site visits and farm visits and zoo visits just to support what you're learning in the actual theory classes. And then this brings us on to our level 8 programs. So our level 8, this is the honours degree programs. So this is the 4-year programs. Now, on your CEO form, there will be a choice of the BSc Honours Level 8 in Bioanalytical Science. Then there's the Food Science, and then there's the Pharmaceutical and Medicinal Science. But on the CEO form, it'll be listed as Common Entry. Okay, and what that means is you know you want to do science, but you don't know which area of science you do. So what happens is you come along and you join all the other groups, the people that have chosen bioanalytical, food science, or pharmaceutical and medicinal. And first year is common to everybody. And that means you get a wee bit of everything in your first year, a wee flavour of everything. And that will help you decide which programme then is best suited to you and your needs. So after first year then, you pick which one you want to do. Be it one of the 3, bioanalytical, food, or pharmaceutical medicinal science. These are also an add-on degree for those level 7. So if you were to choose level 7 in any of these, you can have the option then to stay on for the final year of this programme to obtain your honours degree. And to be honest with you, most people do that. The other level 8 then is in agriculture and veterinary nursing. So agriculture, as I mentioned earlier, there is placements in it. And there's 2 options when it comes to the honours degree. So this is the 4th year of that degree. There's the animal and crop science, and there's the environmental management side of things as well. So with even within the 1 degree, you have 2 options you can pick from. So it's as a great choice there for you. And you will learn about these different 2 topics as you move through from first year on to third year. So at the end of the third year, you should know which one you want to do. And then we have our honours degree then in veterinary nursing. So if you have signed up for your level 7 in veterinary nursing, you can have the option then of staying on for another year and getting your honours degree in veterinary nursing. So the learning experience with us then, how will the student spend their time? So every year you're given a timetable, and it's not lecture after lecture after lecture. Although there is some lectures, there's work placements, and I've made reference to them already throughout all our different programs. So work placements are in nearly half of our programs now at this stage, if not 3/4. Now, those that don't have work placements spend a huge amount of time in the labs, i.e. about 50% of the time in the labs. Because what we're trying to do with, say, for example, the pharmaceutical medicinal science students, we're training you for your future career. Your future career most likely is going to be based in a lab. So week 1, day 1, we have you in a lab, and we have you fitted out with the lab coat and the goggles and the gloves and everything. So you get to feel like you're a scientist even from day 1. As lab is an important element in all our modular programs. Those that have placements also have laboratory practicals. We have a suite of labs in LYT, and each program has a dedicated lab for it. So, for example, the dental nursing lab has big, massive dental chair in the middle of it, and I think we can all imagine what that looks like. So we have all the facilities there to support the learning of our student and their chosen programs. And what we do a lot is off-campus visits. So that means essentially getting on a bus and going somewhere, okay? Be it to farm visits. Farm visits are very popular for the agricultural students. For the food science and nutrition students, you go to a food production plant or the creameries or something that with reference to food, and see what you have learned in theory class actually happening before your eyes. So off-campus visits are very, very common. And as I say, there's always a bus leaving the door every morning. They're heading off somewhere. So you won't be confined to the lecture hall throughout your whole time here at LYIT. Now, in terms of careers, there's no one direct career path for any of our graduates. They have went off into every single industry. They've went off to 4 corners of the world, and we have very, very successful graduates from these programs. So I've on this slide here, there's just a few of the names of some of the industries that have taken on our graduates. Additionally, with our bioanalytical science program, it is also recognised by the Teaching Council of Ireland. And that means that a graduate of this program can teach Leaving Cert Biology and Junior Cert Science. And that has been a very, very popular choice for our graduates from that program. But as I said, between the pharmacy students going on to pharmacy technician students going on to Coleraine, and then we've our higher certs, OTs, physios and dietetics going on to Coventry. A lot of our students also go on for further studies, be it masters or be it PhDs. And that's the beauty about our programs here at LIT. There's a great balance between sitting in a lecture learning the theory and then the hands-on learning experience, be it in the labs, be it on placements, or be it on site visits. And both of which, the combination of both, I should say, is prepares the student, be it for industry or be it for further education. Now, we do have a very lively social social media platform, our Facebook page, and we have Twitter, and we also have LinkedIn. So if you were to look up them, you'll see all what's happening within our department. And sometimes, to be honest with you, it's hard to keep up with what's going on every day. But we try to upload as much as possible information on those social media platforms, just to let everybody be aware of what's happening in our department and so on and so forth. So have a wee look there at each of them, Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn. Other than that, I wish you very well in your own chosen program, and hopefully we will see you next year at LYAT.